Hayos. They hired me to guard a door. No one could see the first rule was printed on the contract in red ink. Do not open door 0. The second rule was worse. Do not tell anyone who asks for it that you cannot see it. I should have walked out then. I had $37 in my checking account, a cracked phone, and an eviction notice folded in my jacket pocket like a second spine. So I signed. The building was called Merrin Tower, though nobody in the city used the name anymore. It stood at the edge of the financial district, all dark glass and dead offices, waiting for demolition permits that never came. The lobby still smelled faintly of rainwater, copier dust, and the lemon cleaner someone kept using for a place with no tenants. My supervisor met me at 9 at night. Her name was Vale. Not Miss Vale. Not first name, last name, just Vale. You sit at the desk until 6, she said, sliding a brass key across the counter. If the elevator opens on its own, you look down. If someone asks for door 0, you say, appointment only. If they show you a white card, you unlock the east stairwell. Where is door 0? Vale looked past me toward the hallway behind the elevators. You'll know where to stand. That was all the training. For the first 3 hours, nothing happened. The cameras showed empty corridors, empty cubicles, empty conference rooms with old names still written on glass. In one office, a birthday banner sagged over a table where paper plates had turned soft from damp. I watched the clock. I did not watch the hallway. At 12:17, the elevator opened. No light came on inside it. A man stepped into the lobby wearing a suit too nice for the weather. Rain ran from his sleeves, but the pavement outside was dry. He crossed to the security desk and laid a white card on the counter. No name, no logo, just a number. 0. I'm here for the door, he said. I swallowed. Appointment only. He smiled like I had passed a small test. Then I have one. The brass key felt warm by the time I reached the east stairwell. The man followed me down one flight, though the lobby was on the ground floor. The stairwell should have led to the basement. Instead, it opened into a short grey hall I had not seen on any camera. At the end was a blank wall. The man stopped in front of it and adjusted his cuffs. You can't see it yet, he said. I don't need to. No, you do. He took something from his pocket, a little girl's hair clip, purple plastic shaped like a butterfly. He pressed it against the wall. A door appeared around his hand. Not swung open, not faded in. It was simply there, painted black, with a round brass knob and a number cut into the wood. 0. From the other side came a child's voice. Dad? The man shut his eyes. His face changed. It became younger and uglier, not in shape, but in need. I can still fix it, he whispered. He opened the door and stepped through. The hallway vanished. I found myself back at the security desk with the brass key in my fist and my shirt soaked through. On camera, the elevator had never opened. At 2 a.m, Vale called. First visitor. What is this place? A job. There was a child behind that door. There is always someone behind it. I wanted to quit. I had already spent the first week's advance on rent before the check cleared. Vale knew. People like her always know exactly how empty your pockets are. The next visitor was a woman in a hospital badge. She carried a white card and a wedding ring on a chain around her neck. Appointment only, I said. Please, she said. My husband has 6 months, maybe less. I did not move. They told me the door can trade time. That was the first honest sentence anyone said in Merrin Tower. She followed me to the grey hall. This time I saw the door before she touched it. Faint at first. A shape my eyes wanted to ignore. What's the cost? I asked. The woman would not look at me. Someone who won't miss it. Who? Her hand closed around the ring. A patient in long-term care, no family, no visitors. He doesn't wake up. From behind door 0, an old man coughed. The woman flinched. You said he doesn't wake up. He doesn't. The cough came again, then a dry, patient voice. Mara, don't. The woman made a sound like a chair scraping across tile. She ran back through the stairwell and left the building without her card. I kept it. By morning, I had 4 white cards in my pocket. The man with the hair clip did not come back. A banker did. A councilman did. A mother with a stroller did, though the stroller was empty and perfectly dry. They all wanted door 0. They all had someone else's name in their mouth. At 5:40, the elevator opened one last time. My younger brother stepped out. He had been dead for 11 years. Nate looked 17 with the same split eyebrow from the bike accident and the same cheap hoodie I had buried in a cardboard box because Mum said we could not afford a better one. He walked to the desk and put no card down. You look tired, he said. I could not speak. They told you it's a door, Nate said. It isn't. It's a receipt. The cameras went black one by one. Nate leaned on the counter. He looked real enough to touch and wrong enough that I didn't. Every person who opens it gets what they asked for, he said. More time, a second chance, a quiet escape, but the door takes payment from whoever they named. Years, memory, luck, sometimes a child they haven't had yet. Why are you here? Because someone named me once. My throat closed. Nate smiled sadly. Not you. I knew before he said it. Mum. She had stopped talking for almost a year after Nate died. Then one morning she got up, made pancakes, and told me we were moving. She lived 20 more years after the doctors said she wouldn't survive the winter. I had called it a miracle because I was 13 and needed one. From the east stairwell came a soft knock. Nate turned toward it. Vale is going to offer you a permanent position. Why? Because you kept the cards. The knock came again. 3 polite taps. If I open it, you'll see everyone whose future is being used as currency. And if I don't? Nate looked toward the windows, where dawn was beginning to thin the glass. Then you stay broke. It was such a small answer that I almost laughed. Vale arrived at 6 with 2 coffees and a new contract. You did well, she said. I placed the white cards on the counter. 4 little rectangles. 4 lives nearly stolen by people who had practiced sounding desperate. No, Vale did not blink. No. I'm done. She opened the contract folder. Inside was my name, my debts, my mother's medical bills, every job I had lost, every late fee, every hungry week I had pretended was discipline. Door 0 can settle all of this. Behind her, the east stairwell door opened by itself. In the grey hall, door 0 waited. I could see it clearly now. Black paint, brass knob, a thin line of light underneath, like morning under a bedroom door. From the other side, my mother's voice said, my name. Not Nate's, mine. I picked up the brass key. Vale smiled, then I snapped it in half. The sound was tiny. Cheap metal breaking in a dead lobby. Every camera screen filled with faces. The old man from the hospital. A boy not yet born. A woman in a bus station. Nate, my mother. Hundreds of people standing in rooms I had never entered, all looking toward me as if I had interrupted a sentence. Door 0 began to knock from the inside. Vale backed away. You don't understand what you've done. Appointment only, I said. The knocking stopped. When the demolition crew came 3 weeks later, Merrin Tower had no east stairwell. No basement, no record of a security contract under my name. I still got evicted. I still owed money. My mother still died when she was supposed to, not when I could bear it. But once a month, a white card appears under my apartment door. No name, no logo, just a 0 And on the other side of the hallway wall, someone knocks like they know I can hear them.